Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Grapple. Grapple is a 3D, I guess sort of third-person, even though it's like super fixed camera, third-person platformer, where you are effectively Spiderblob, and your entire goal is to get from point A to point B, collecting collectibles along the way. I mean, kind of laissez-faire about picking up the collectibles just because I don't really care. They're fun to go for, but it doesn't seem like there's any reason to do, any reason to pick them up. Apart from, you know, the feeling of it achieving something. So, what is... Oh, right, these just show you the tutorial messages. So, this is the first level, second level. Yeah, second level. Teaching you, you know, the basic sweeps. There's also, you know, checkpoints, stuff like that, collectible. It's fairly standard fare as far as, like, puzzle platformers go. Even though it's, like, it's more platformer than puzzle, where the puzzling is platforming? I don't even know. It's mostly just figuring out how to get from point A to point B without dying, because, well, if you notice, we're suspended in the middle of space, and that's not particularly useful for us if we fall off any of these platforms. So, you know, trying to smoothly swing through the levels is the main goal. And it seems pretty easy now, but this is also very early on in the game, and it gets much harder as you go along. So, I should also mention this. The tutorial messages are downright adorable. Like, look at that thing. It's just super doofy. I like it. After a certain point, it's like, alright, we have nothing to teach you. Therefore, have this silly looking picture of this random dude dancing. So, the game that is most comparable to this, to Grapple, is Story About My Uncle. If you play that, if you've played it, if you've seen it, or if you even know what it is, I think I could have almost skipped that level entirely. This would feel very, very similar to you, and to me, I'd almost say this is the superior version in some ways. So, Story About My Uncle had probably better music, even though this has fairly decent, like, background music. Story of My Uncle actually had a story, but the leveling, the platforming wasn't as... Oh boy. The leveling wasn't... Or, I don't know, the platforming was... It was very pretty, but it was mostly just kind of the mechanics to the game to actually make you interested in what you're doing. Now, these red surfaces here are quite obviously death. God, that thing is adorable. However, you can still grapple onto them, so it's not totally impassable. It's pretty easy to get by. Let's see. Okay. So the one thing I haven't commented on about is you can walk on any surface. You are a amorphous goo blob that attaches itself to any surface it can, and so you can actually go like up and down. Oh, that is dirty, putting a collectible behind the starting point. I'll have to keep that in mind in the future. If you notice, I have not collected all of them, obviously. And I don't think you can collect all of them in a smooth path, but you have to collect them all in one level range. So I can't come back and collect the one collectible I'm missing. I have to collect them all in one go, but I can die as many times as I want in the meantime. But so amorphous goo mass can go up and around curved surfaces. Weirdly enough, the movement is based on your camera, so if I look directly at myself and press W, I can't move because I'm trying to move in the direction my camera is pointing, which is interesting. I like that. From a gameplay sense, I'm not entirely sure how useful it is, but it does actually solve the problem of like what to do with weird 3D surfaces in the camera. Though since you don't have 100% free cam here, and that's probably for the best, going up and down certain surfaces is actually kind of weird and awkward. But the one caveat about going around surfaces is you can't go around corners. Like, if you notice, this amorphous goo mass does not handle the corner particularly well. So if I tried going off the corner, I would, well, sail off into my inevitable demise. Now, visually, I think this game is absolutely gorgeous. It's super 3D minimalism. So if you're really looking into graphical fidelity and stuff like that, this game is not going to be that interesting. Oh, wow, the background elements are like right there. That's cool, actually. Now, unfortunately, there are only a couple of background elements, and they get repeated fairly frequently, but they do give an amount of visual variety to keep, you know, the levels looking at least semi-interesting. And, like, because I don't know, they sparkle, they're animated. They really just kind of flesh out the universe when, you know, there isn't anything else. I may or may not be doomed. That is okay. Nope, never mind, not doomed. Totally okay. I really enjoyed Spider-Man sweeping around all over the place. This is the kind of game that really doesn't exist very often on Steam or anywhere else, but I'm kind of glad that this kind of gameplay is catching on, just because it does result in some really unique situations. And, like, I could see this game being actually quite popular to a degree amongst a very small section of the speedrunning community. And, like, I'm not gonna put the words in, like, anybody's mouth, but I think it would actually be really, really fun to see somebody just zip through this entire game in, like, a matter of minutes. Because you could probably do it. There are 90 levels thus far. I've played about 13 of them over the course of maybe 20 minutes. So, judging by that, there's... Ooh, that's sneaky. Judging by that, there's probably a grand total of... I want to say 5 hours of content, give or take. Because it does kind of depend on, like, how long it takes you to complete all of the puzzles and, you know, how hard the later ones are. And also, if you're going for complete completionism, you know, 100% on everything, it'd probably take you a lot longer just because, like, getting some of those actually can be quite hard. Especially once we get into, like, the super dangerous bits. So, I also like how this game keeps mixing the game up. You know, obviously the core gameplay is just grapple and jump and walk along surfaces. But, you know, just adding these platforms, which honestly do kind of wish they looked a little bit better. They just, I don't know, wish they kind of looked a little bit more electrical as opposed to just wiggly lines. But at the same time, that is small beans complaints to a largely perfect game for what it's trying to do. Let's see if I can... There we go. But so, in this case, these platforms cannot be grappled onto. However, you can grapple through them. But, you know, the moment you touch the surface, you stop grappling. So, in this case, all I have to do is grapple through those platforms, and we're all good. Now, of course, getting around surfaces can be a little bit hard, but it's no big deal. Yeah, no, I could totally see just zipping through this entire game with generally no problems. Also, speaking of, just kind of invalidated that whole puzzle. That's actually kind of neat. But so the music and the visuals in this game, they're very basic. It's not like going to, I don't know, it's not gonna like wow you completely, but at the same time it's got its own like little charm. Like I actually would enjoy listening to this music separately. Man, the tutorial message guy is adorable. Like I'm not gonna say like he himself makes it, but the fact that they just have that as like a random thing that you can run across and do just for like added charm. He's so adorable. Wow, that's hilarious. So, you know, jumping off of inclined surfaces, you will actually just, you know, fling yourself off into oblivion. So in this case, so there are also, you know, there are the blue laser walls. Of course, there are the red laser walls. So trying to jump off of it fires us straight into those. Now, you can't grapple onto these, obviously. And so that means easiest way to platform blast this is, oh, I see. Don't jump it. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, don't try jumping on the angled surfaces. Turns out, you're just gonna it's just gonna result in your inevitable death. Which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, no, the controls on this are very, very well done. I'm floored. Like originally when I was starting this, I was like, all right, you know, seems kind of interesting, and like I really like that thing. It's stupid, I know, but I enjoy the visual style of it. There we go. Please let me get the exit without having to jump. Thank you. But like, it's just very well done. I don't honestly. There's not much for me to say about it apart from like maybe getting into the later levels and complaining about, you know, it being ridiculously hard. But you know what? That would not offend me too much. Damn it. Because like as it stands, the music is nice, super basic in the background. The visuals are equally so. They're very, very unobtrusive, but charming in their own way. And I don't know, I just like the overall cleverness of this game thus far, and I'm really curious about how. Okay, so I can't make that. I'm really curious about like how the later levels are going to turn out. Now it looks like I can skip that. Yeah, got it. Yeah, thought so. No. Oh, hey, I actually got 100% completionism there. So that was actually the only thing left. It plays like an extra little tone if you succeed at getting everything. Now, in the background music, I have to point this out. Every once in a while, they have like effectively what sounds like a bunch of kids going yay, and I don't know if this is like intentional. I don't know if I don't think the music in this game is procedurally generated in the slightest, but for whatever reason, it always sounds like they're saying yay when I have accidentally killed myself. And to some degree, I think it's why did I go this direction? Not to some degree, I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely hilarious when I, fall off into the deep dark void, and all of the kids in the background are like, "Yay, he's dead." Okay, almost killed myself there, but yeah, no, this feels really nice. Also, have to comment on the grappling hook mechanisms for a bit, considering I haven't like properly talked about them. So, unlike Story About My Uncle, where your grappling hook actually pulls you forward and closer to whatever you're trying to grapple onto, this one does not. This one is pure just elastic rope. That's it. And I actually almost like that better because it really forces you to time your... There we go. It forces you to time your oh, okay. Whew! Did not actually, know where the exit was. I was just hurtling off into the void. Oh, boy. Oh, what? Oh. Oh, that's cool. I like this. I like that. This is awesome. Well, except for that, but like the tutorials are like super basic. But like once you understand what they mean, I was really hoping I could just sideways chain these things. I need to do this actually. This is like my goal now. Doesn't look like I can sideways chain them as much as possible. I really wanted to be able to just like horizontally loop over and over, well, not loop, but like slide between the two. Okay, that's just freaky looking. I'm leaving now. But yeah, no, this is so it's not the best game. It is not like by any means like truly a visionary game, but for what it sets out to do, it is perfect, and I really appreciate that from a gameplay perspective. This is actually a lot harder already. This is the farthest I've ever gotten this game. But like what it sets out to do, balls. What it sets out to do, it succeeds at completely. I can't come up with any complaints about how the game mechanics work, how the levels are located, apart from maybe being a little bit mean. Oh boy, this is not a good sign. Can I drop or something? Let's see what I want to do. Loop back around and fling myself off into the void. Again. But yeah, no. It's effectively perfect. The only reason why I'm losing in all of these circumstances is because I was not looking far enough ahead, or I just simply timed my jumps wrong. Like, every single failure of mine is my own fault. And any game that does that, I have to appreciate from, like, a conceptual and a mechanical level. Because, like, I cannot find any faults with this game. It's not the best that I've ever played. I totally should have remembered that. But I can't complain about anything. And so, with that, I'm going to kill myself. And, well, I'm gonna end the review largely because I can't actually. It's actually kind of hard for me to comment over like doing this because this game is hard in a lot of ways. I'm sure with somebody with maybe a bit cooler of a head than I could do it fairly effectively here. But I'm actually gonna keep playing this. I really enjoy this game. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to do it. Okay, so what we want to do. Cool. Got it. I'm not even going for the collectibles. But yeah, no, the feeling of success of pulling off like one of these jumps in any level of, okay. To like any degree of success is just very satisfying. Like I really enjoy the gameplay on this game. And that's, I mean, the fact that I can't find anything wrong with it specifically and the fact that like I truly want to keep playing, to me, I think should be a fairly sizable, okay, where am I even going here? Oh, alright. Whoa. Yep, that could have gone better. But yeah, no, highest compliments for this game. They really did a very good job at creating whatever the heck you want to call this game. And that's a very good thing. This is fun. If hard. And I don't know. Not much else to say for it, apart from, well, I recommend it. And so, price point wise, seeing as I don't think I've mentioned that, this game I believe is $10 on Steam. Though if you get it within like the first week of release, it's what? Oh man, really? Oh, that is dirty. Sneaky little damaging spot. But yeah. So it's $10 on Steam, which to me is probably worth it. You'll probably get about 5 to 10 hours of gameplay out of it, depending on how far you try and complete it. So for me, this is like level, I want to say 16, 17, give or take. And, well, this is fairly hard already. Largely by my own fault, but still. You know what? I'm okay. So we're gonna come over here. Hello. Leap for joy. Leap for success, maybe, please? No. Okay, got it. Checkpoint. Yeah! But, you know, the $10 price point, I'd say it's probably worth it, especially with the sale price going on. Hello, where am I even going? Nowhere good, that's for certain. But I like that. No, this is a cool game. This is really fun. But yeah, no, it'll probably get added to a Humble Bundle at some point, and at that point I would definitely say it might not be like the game to truly make you buy the Humble Bundle, especially if it's like beat the average, but at the same time I would say it would be a worthy thing to look out for along those lines. But okay, we are back where we started, but that's better than nothing. Where am I even going here? What am I even doing? This is fun though. I like this, and I highly recommend it. So, if you like this impressions video in any way, shape, or form, please leave me a like. It helps more than you know. If you have any questions about, like, the game, I mean, it's pretty simple. Or if you want to see more, leave a comment, because, well, I'm probably going to be playing more. On camera, off camera, hard to say on that matter. Whew! I might end up streaming it and cutting it up into highlights. That would kind of work. But, so, you know, if you want to see that sort of thing, leave a comment, because I will... Alright, so I think the tutorial guy's trying to tell me things. And I'm too busy trying to not die. Oh. Wait, can I? Oh boy. This is panic-inducing. But awesome. I'm very hard. Okay. Oh! Wow. I like that. I like the visual on this. Alright, what is this? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is not oh, nope, never mind. So it turns out trying to go with the Sonic Adventure 2 secret path through the level. Well, that's a mean joke as far as I'm concerned. Come on, I can make this. Yeah, got it. Playing dirty. With the rules. Okay. Oh, they light up when you hit them. I didn't even realize. But yeah, anyway, if you want to see more of this game, hit subscribe, because, like I said, I'm probably going to play more of it. When? Not entirely sure. How? Not entirely sure I'm going to do it either. But I am enjoying this. Alright. Oh. Oh, what the deuces is this business? Wow, this is dirty. I like that. I like all of this. But yeah, hit subscribe, because I'm going to be doing more of this game and more indie impressions videos. So, apart from that, I will see you guys on the next episode of Grapple. And as always, thanks for watching. Whee! I like this. What happens if I just immediately go down? Oh, that... ooh, danger. Danger, Will Robinson.